Hello, everyone. This is Eni Edwards again, back with our next podcast called Successful on Purpose. And I have a brand new guest here special guest with me here in Chicago in our office. So my name is again Eni Edwards. I'm a Saladmaster dealer based in Chicago. And I have a brand new two guests today, and I will let them introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Massey.
Uh-oh.
Hi everyone, I'm Massey.
Hi everyone, I am Geraldine Galvo.
So you are both partners in business,
Yes.
And you've been in Saladmaster since 2023.
Yes, we
2023.
signed up August 14, 2023.
And
Yes.
then you became dealers.
We became dealer last month officially or February 1st in Orlando, Florida.
So our life-changing event that we held in Orlando, Florida, they received your pins. Yeah, you received your pins. Yeah.
So far we have not received
You
yet.
haven't received
Yeah.
your pins yet.
Oops.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Somebody needs to give your pins.
Yes.
So probably it's coming. But it is very exciting times when you become a dealer, and you did it in a very short period of time. So these are our newest dealers in our region, our wellness region, that covers a little bit of Midwest, it covers a little bit of Florida, some of the Texas, and some of those areas. So our region is pretty big, and they are our newest dealers. In January, I interviewed newest dealer in Australia, which is Bhutanese guy. So I interviewed him last January in New Zealand. So this is my another newest fresh dealer. So the amazing thing about you two is not only you are business partners, but how did you decide to do it together? Why did you decide to do it together?
So we became friends, and then my husband adopted Gigi or Jerry to stay with us. Although she have her own place, but she lived by herself. So my husband said, just go ahead and invite her here. And at the beginning, she was just a housewife.
I was a house sitter.
House sitter. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because they were going to the Philippines and then I never left. And that was 2018. So-
Okay. So you've been friends since 2018.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So you've known each other for a long time before Saladmaster.
Yes.
So you didn't meet in Saladmaster. You
No.
actually you were friends way before that.
No.
So a lot of dealers ask me, you need to ask Anne how she's able to book and receive so many leads so quickly, because that was one of your major things that brought your dealership become a dealer in such a short period of time, is your booking and quantity of shows that you cook. Yes. So last night we had our Chicago mastermind with all the dealers, and we were at the dinner. And at the dinner, we had two waitresses working our table. It was table of 10, so it was a pretty big group of people. So we had two waitresses, and you were able to immediately book a show with one of the waitresses, yeah?
Yes.
For this coming Monday. So she's like, Annie, when is your next show? I'm like, Sunday. And she's like, oh, Sunday I cannot do. So what's the next one? Okay, Monday. So we immediately at the table, while she was working, while she was,
Serving.
serving our table, we booked the show like that. And a lot of dealers were asking me, make sure you ask Anne how she books so much. So there is actually, I saw Anne in action last night in a restaurant, and we were able to get 2 leads and 1 booked show, booked show. So that's a big deal. Just for one night, you got out for dinner and you had 2 leads and 1 booked show. So it comes to you naturally, yeah? You don't
Yes.
force yourself. You are naturally already in that mode. So you are looking for opportunity for leads anywhere and everywhere you go.
Yes.
So how did you learn that? Because it takes a little bit of confidence to be able to talk to people like that, you know?
So back in the Philippines, I work with sales.
Uh-huh.
So back in the Philippines, I work with sales, telecommunication company. And I joined multi-level marketing back then also. That's where I've
It
learned
all
a lot.
started, yeah.
Plus, I believe, like what you said, it comes naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So, but some other people says that I have a magnet to people, to drag people in.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
I guess that's another gift.
Uh-huh. Also, beside the gift, I think it also comes with that confidence too, yeah? That you have to have certain confidence and also passion with what you do.
Yes.
If you don't have passion, if you don't have belief in what you do, you won't be able to approach people like that easily too.
Correct.
So your belief in yourself, in your mission, in your company, in your whatever you're doing, in your profession, you have to have very deep, focused mission, yeah?
Yes, yes.
So you sold how many sets to become a dealer?
We did the 25 for 3 months, 25, 25.
So 75
Yes.
sets in a 3-month period.
Yes.
And how many cooking shows did you do? Do you know the numbers?
A lot.
A
Really
lot
a lot.
So maybe around to get 75 sales, you probably did around at least 200 shows.
Probably around there. Yeah,
around
200
200
shows.
shows in 3 months. That's a lot. And both Gigi and Anna,
Yes.
they both have full-time jobs.
Yes.
Yeah, both have full-time jobs, and they were able to do that on the side as a part-time, as
Correct.
a side job. Yeah, as
Correct.
in a Saladmaster. So, what's your plan for your dealership? Well, I forgot to also introduce you that you are based in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
So if
yeah,
you,
Indiana.
any of the people who are watching and maybe interested in our business or would like to see and host our healthy cooking classes, please contact them. I will put all the contact information on the bottom of this video, so you will be able to contact Gigi and Anna and schedule your appointment. You can have a conversation if you're in Indianapolis, Indiana area, okay? So what's your plan for your dealership now that you're a dealer?
Yes, our plan first is to set up our office. And the date for our ribbon cutting opening is on
June
7.
On June
Yeah,
7th
on June
of this
7th
year.
of this
Okay.
year.
So you already
Yeah.
have location, you're already
Yes,
working on it.
yes,
So
we're
you're
working
doing
on it.
renovation
It's on the
and all
process.
that process. Nice, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Where is it located? Can you give us the address?
The location is going to be in Indianapolis, 3959 South Meridian, Indianapolis, Indiana 46217.
Oh,
So
nice, nice.
very close to where we usually do our open house with Arlene Boyer.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you were promoted out of another dealership and you were long distance relationship with your
Yes.
dealer. So
Yes.
you were always constantly on the video calls, on the Zoom
Yes.
calls, yeah? So it's not easy when you are not in person. Your mentor, your other dealer is in another city. It's not an easy, but you were able to do it really quick. So why you think your success was so quick and fast, even though you had a long distance relationship with your dealer?
Yeah, it is because one, we are very committed. Second is our heart is already with Saladmaster, and we already have a goal. If just to share, February 2024, we were invited to join the LCE in Las Vegas. So I saw everybody going up the stage, and my dealer Arlene Boyer, she said, "You guys can also
Be on the stage.
be on the stage." And she also remembered this. So I wrote on my notebook, the notebook that you guys gave us. So I wrote, "I will become a dealer, February 2025. So, and that happens. So last month, February 1st, we were up there on the stage and we were officially recognized as direct dealer. So,
nice, nice.
yeah.
It's not becoming a dealer. It's such an honorable position to be in
It
because
is.
we all earned it with
Yes,
hard work.
hard
yes?
work.
So it wasn't an easy journey. So it takes determination, a lot of hours, and a lot of effort, and really focused mission plan how to get to that. Because you made the decision in Las Vegas 2 years ago that
Yes.
you're gonna become a dealer.
Last
yeah?
year.
Last year.
Yeah.
So you're gonna become a dealer this following next year, and you did it, yeah. And that's the power of our belief system,
Beliefs,
yeah.
yeah.
Once you decide you're gonna do it, and you can't do it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Additionally, with Arlene Boyer, she was so committed to us that she. I know it's long distance, but they would drive from Missouri to
Yes.
Indianapolis
Yes,
to
very
to
supportive.
host monthly open houses,
Open houses, cooking classes,
cooking
and all
classes, training, and recruiting, helping us
Yeah.
recruit. I mean, she was so committed because she wants to be a blessing to others, and that's their mission, and that's what they did to us.
That. Nice, nice.
So that
So
was
it was
awesome.
it was on the both sides of
Yes.
the road.
Yes.
It was a big commitment from your side, and very big commitment on
commitment.
her side as a dealer. And as a long distance, it takes a lot of effort, timing, and planning, and all that
Yes.
stuff to make this work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you are a living proof
Yes.
that it can be done.
Can be
Yeah,
done.
can be done.
the long distance is not the problem because we communicate. We
Yeah.
communicate every day. Whenever we have good news, we share. Whenever we're down, we share. She will lift us up. When there are times we cry, she cry with us. So she was really a good leader to
Yes,
follow.
yes,
So that's a good thing also because we have a good
Me and
leader.
Arlene go back because me and Arlene, we were in the same dealer's class. So we
Oh.
are same graduating class from the
Awesome,
dealer
awesome.
class. So she was a new dealer, I was a new dealer, and we came to the same dealer class in Dallas, Texas. That's where we met first time, and we've been friends, and we talk, and we always in touch with each other. So she's one of my dealer buddies out there in the world, in the Saladmaster world. So that's the beauty about our businesses. We make all these lifelong connections.
Correct.
And we become not only co-workers and business partners, and we all come under Saladmaster umbrella, but we make really good lifelong friends who really understand what you're going through. And sometimes being your own boss, being your own business owner, it can be very lonely. Yes, very lonely sometimes. There are some hard times you cannot really share with anyone because nobody will really understand you.
Yep.
But you can pick up the phone and call another dealer.
Yes.
That's a blessing you
That's a
have
blessing.
because they can really relate to you, and they can support you, they can uplift
Correct.
you, and they can always cheer you up, and and when we meet in our LCE and our events, Saladmaster travel clubs and all those things, it's just like a big, huge family
Reunion.
reunion. We are like, we
Yes.
are
It's a
just-
reunion all the time. It's just amazing. Like when we
Yeah.
started with LCE in Las Vegas, we barely knew anyone.
anybody.
And then like Arlene would always say, "Get away from me, you guys.
Go meet."
Meet others, not just me, because I may have a different style than them. Learn from them," and that's what we did. She always says,
Yeah.
"Go and mingle."
Yes.
'Cause I want you to learn from others, not just me.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
she did.
Yeah.
So she's our mother.
Yeah.
We're the firstborn dealers.
Firstborn
So-
dealers. So that's the beauty. I this year, hopefully this year, I'm hoping I will have one firstborn child dealer out of my office. So that's what I'm hoping for. But the thing is, like any business, no business is everybody is different.
Yes.
But every business requires your effort, requires your commitment, it requires patience, requires long hours,
Yes.
and all that stuff. So as a dealer now, looking back when you just started Saladmaster, and what you know today, what would you tell your consultant self that you were just starting in 2023? What would you tell that person, knowing what you know today?
I wish I've done it sooner.
Sooner.
Like where were we, or where was Saladmaster? At
Couple
least
years
5 years
ago.
ago,
Yeah.
or at least 2 years ago. It's like, why didn't we know about you? About this opportunity. I mean, it's amazing. This is like outside of my comfort zone. Selling, talking in front of people. Now that's what I'm doing. Cause I'm a physical therapist by profession, so I talk to people, but usually it's one-on-one. And I always said, I just found out about what I do. I've always said, I do not want to go to people's houses. I don't want to go do home health therapy. And God has a very good sense of humor. I said, this is what God gave me. What do I do now? I do home health, except I cook.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
wash
go to
dishes.
people's
I
home.
do cookware. So
Yeah.
it's like really, really outside of my comfort zone, but I'm here. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it with Anne. Like Anne would say, after a dinner class, she would be already in bed. I'm still prepping for the next evening,
day,
evening of a cooking show. So it's like the commitment. I would do the grocery. I would do the prep. She would do. I mean, we both have our strength and our weaknesses.
Yes.
So our dynamic really works really good. If she's talking, she's cooking. I'm washing the dishes already, trying to get everything out.
You have your own language that you guys understand.
Yes.
You almost by looking, you know what I'm trying to tell you. You know, so
Yeah.
you already know. Okay, she's doing this. Okay, let me do that now. Let me
Yes.
do this. You know,
So
you have that already.
Yeah,
that,
we have
communication.
designated assignment while I'm doing this, she's doing that. So on my part also, just like her, she don't want to do home health. When I first got to America, that was 16 years ago, going 17, I wanted to continue my ministry, and my ministry is to minister people through the talent and abilities that God gave me in singing. So I said, I want to do that. But then in America, you cannot just knock on the door. People are going to shut you.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. Can I sing a song? You know, so they will shut you. But after 16 years, God introduced me to this business through Arlene Boyer, thanks to Arlene and Dwayne. And now I'm doing what my
You were
desire
asking.
was.
You were
Yeah.
wanted to do.
Yeah, so not in every shows, but sometimes when they're eating and we have few minutes, you know. So if my heart will tells me to minister song to people, then I do, and then you will see they get touched with the
singing,
the message of the song. It's not me; it's the message of the song, because I was guided to minister to them. So I got the chance to do the desire of my heart back in 16 years ago. And also, the very reason also why we were in our position now as a dealer, it is because of my why. Going back to the basic, it's because of my why. So growing up, I was not given the chance by my family to be able to express my talent and my abilities. So I felt like you're just there. You cannot go up. You're just there. So that's how I grew up. So ever since, I tried to do something where I can be here without stepping anybody else. And Saladmaster, God used Saladmaster to be that way, because being a dealer, like what you said, it wasn't easy. So if being on this position, it makes me feel proud to myself that, we made it, the accomplishment. So we made it, and we made it without, anybody's, like, I don't need to do something to be up there.
So you were able to reach the heights of Saladmaster by
Yes.
becoming a dealer of Saladmaster.
Yeah.
You did it on your own terms.
As partners.
And on your own, both of you, I'm referring both of you, that you did it
That's
every
what.
month.
Yeah, we try to set a goal every month, but there are just some circumstances that happens that we are not able to get our 30 shows. But there are really times that we experience that we did shows, I believe 2 or 3 months without sale. There was a sale, but unfortunately got canceled and stuff like that. So that was part of the hardest time, but we have a mindset, maybe tomorrow
Yes.
is a better day. There's always sunshine after the rain. That's how I motivate myself. And we don't, whenever there's a cancellation, we don't get contented on that. We try to, but to make the long story short, somehow we were able to get a sale, even just one piece of EOC, and we did not expect it was cash, paid off. So that was good. That was a good experience in the middle of winter.
Yes.
And then just very recent, last week or 2 weeks ago,
weeks ago.
there was, because we were like, we need to get our goals. We set the 35 shows for BMIB March and then 15 sales. So we have to harder. We are already working hard, but we want to do harder. And then, so that was the 30th. I said, we still have to sell 2 more sets to hit our goal. And then there comes the tornado alarm, and then thunderstorm, and then the debris are all over the road as we go to our last shows. And then actually they already called her to cancel, but I said no, we cannot. So when she called me, when the customer called me, she didn't even able to say a word. I said, "Hi, Anne. Guess what? We're on our way. We're almost close. We're within your area. Okay." All she has to say is, okay. That's all she has to say. And then we got there, and we did our part and this and that. So I let her go first because we drive 2 cars. I let her go first. I followed my customer to make sure that all the documentation for the PCI will be get ready and everything. So we were behind. So that's where the tornado starts, I guess. And then there's a big tree that fell right in front of us. Luckily, we have 2 cars in front of us.
Oh my gosh.
And then so we have to turn around. When we turn around, guess what happened? A big deer almost hit us because the area that we went is
It was in the
a country.
It was in the country.
And then
so
and the
there's
road
no
is
through
like
Curvy.
it's curvy, so bad. And then very dark, and then the no houses, and then bad storm. Just imagine that. But my mindset is to get there and get
Get
the
done.
sale.
Yeah.
So when we got there just in time for them to about to start to eat and then closing. So to make the long story short, we left that house. In fact, because of the delays, they even had their dinner at 11 p.m. And then we left the house with a professional set, and it's paid off. So cash. And then, so we when you set a goal, and
Nothing can stop
when you, so I in my office, I put my goal in front of my bulletin board, and then I have one in my car. Okay, I have one in my car, and we have one in our fridge, right?
Yep.
So just to remind, because every time you see it, when you remind, it will remind you.
So you put notes?
Yes,
Notes on in your car, in your fridge, and where else?
and in my office,
In your office.
somewhere where you can see
So
it
you say
all the
30
time.
shows, 15 sales.
Yes.
30 shows, 15 sales.
Yes.
Or just like iOS, no excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses.
Why not me?
So
What about you?
we experienced, we were already there, and we already set up everything, and guests won't answer the phone, won't even communicate at all. So I said, this is not happening. So while we are waiting, I'm trying to find people walking around, but in the Philippines that happens, but in America, you don't see people walking
Nobody
around.
walks outside.
Yeah. So what I did, I start contacting people for a virtual shows. So I always find alternative when there is a cancellation, because cancellation is not in our vocabulary of Saladmaster.
It's not in
So
our book.
yeah, we don't take that. That is a big no.
Reschedule.
So I know your market is not only specifically on Filipino market or this market, that market. You cook for everyone.
For everyone.
And I know I've seen your pictures and stuff. You cook for all kinds of ranges of
Yes.
people. So how you find your leads? How you find all these
The
people?
leads referrals is number 1. Since we got
every
shows.
cooking show, you need to make sure you're getting your referrals.
Yes, we have experienced also while we are cooking, our guest is already booking. So by the time we left the house, we have 10 booking shows for the following days, the next day and the days to come. And then booking is very important. Sometimes when they seems to be not interested to give you bookings, then make some deals. Like if you book 3 shows today, you're gonna get a gift, special gift. Then we just it can be a turner, it can be
Surprise.
a
Surprise
spoon,
gift, huh?
yeah,
Whatever
surprise
gift you
gift.
can give,
Yes,
so.
yes. So people likes free stuff.
So you carry that in your bag? So
No,
you just
we
hand
give
out?
we give that to them, so that's a double target there. You get a booking, and they are already invited for a booking, for open house, because I will always tell them you get that
Gift and
in the open house. Yes,
Oh, okay. So you come book, and then you come to the open house and you
Yes.
get your gift.
yes.
You have to be there.
So yeah, so that's another thing. And everywhere we go, we try to talk to people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind, what nationality. I have experience also at the grocery.
Grocery store.
We were doing a grocery, and the lady just smiled at me, and I got a booking. So just like what
what-
happened last night.
Yes, what happened last night? We just did the same thing. Yeah, we booked our server. We need to take that situation as a booking
Yes.
opportunity, as a lead opportunity, as a show opportunity. Yeah, so you always be ready to go.
Yes. And another thing, in booking, I also apply, I try to get the interest of the people. If,
Flo, what did you tell them?
okay,
Let's go
so,
to the
so,
let's go to the meat and potatoes.
okay. So last night, we did not know that there's music. Oh yeah, live music. We were about to leave, so we were all at the
Door,
ready to leave. And then when I came out the bathroom, I saw, oh, all of them are here. And I don't do that because I am not a dancer. I don't dance, very rare. But I said, I see some potentials here. So I went ahead and I grabbed, I put on my purse, I grabbed Mark, and I said, come on, let's dance. He said, no, come on, let's dance. I just want to get closer to the people,
that would dance on the
dancing.
dance floor.
And then next thing you know, while we were dancing, Mark already left, and I said, are you guys from here? He said, yeah, not that far from here. Are you guys from here? No, we're from Indiana. What are you guys doing here? We were here for, we have a meeting earlier. What do you do? I said, I'm a full-time worker and I have a business. I said, but our business is looking for people who can help manage the business. So that's what I said. And I learned that in the morning with Mark. So I said, oh, really? Oh, what do you do for a living? And she told me she's still a full-time worker, but the husband is retired. And the husband is very able to do the business. So that's how I got a booking. And I said, would you mind if I'm going to get your number? And once they gave the number, you're in. And then I turned them over to Eni. I said, Eni, do you have your business card? And she got it ready. And then I said, then we exchanged number. So
Yeah. So it's very, very simple. You just give them that small interest
Yes.
in people's mind, and then you don't scare them immediately. You just give them a very small hint, and then you get their contact information, and you can contact them again later on.
yes, for the
How do
server,
you follow up?
I'll follow up. So when you follow up with the people that already did a demo. Okay, the people that we already did the demo, we follow up. Hey, thank you so much. I hope that you guys really enjoy and learn. Now it's time to practice. But do not forget, you got a gift to get. So all you need to do is just to give us people who love to eat. That's all we need. No obligation. All we need is people who love to eat, and it's free. No cost to you. But that is for people that already that we already went and show. Yeah. For people who just like last night.
Yes. So
I
how
im-
would you call
yeah.
that lady?
So last night I immediately follow up. It's already booked. For me, it's already booked for a show. Yeah.
That's an activity.
You wanna
That's
share,
an activity
sister?
already.
Yes.
Booking, we also get bookings from food events or festivals.
Yes.
So that's where we got our,
So
actually,
you go to different festivals.
different
and-
festivals. We started that in March. So most of our BMIBs, we got them from referrals from the food
From the
events.
trade shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're starting that tabling. We're starting that just, they just have to register for a free dinner, and then just talk to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what Ann says, everybody eats. When people say no to us, it's like, do you know anybody who eats? Yeah, I eat. It's like, there you go. Then you can be a guest at our cooking show or a cooking experience. We use different terms now that I learned from the trainings, like a dinner. We don't usually use
Tasting
dinner demo
experience,
anymore, or
tasting
tasting experience, or something about health and wellness, using a healthy cooking system.
Yes.
Whatever would get their
Attention.
interest. Like at work, it's a struggle for me at work, because you don't want to get a bad relationship with people at work. But it's like, do you eat? Or sometimes there's this information here, like, oh, my husband doesn't want he doesn't want to join. So now I've come to the point, it's like, get another girlfriend. Let's do it at your girlfriend's house. There's going to be the two of you. The struggle there would be, when they're interested, they would say,
have
I
to
gotta ask my husband. That's the downfall, but not all the time. Sometimes the women are the one that
Making the
decides.
decision, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you get different people in different walks of life, but bottom line, everybody eats. Everybody wants to be
So
healthy.
being the flexible and also, fitting your situation, not taking no for any reason, yes? So, I cannot join with my husband. Okay, let's bring your girlfriend, yes?
Yes.
Let's make it two of you. Let's make it a girls' night out or something.
Yes.
And make a
Correct.
fun cooking class or something like
Some
that.
people wants to pay us, like, how much does this cost? It's like, nothing.
Yeah.
No. It's like,
Yeah.
nothing. Zero. It's like, how do you do that? That is the company policy. That is what we do. That's how we
So
do
that's why we are in such a very unique business.
Business,
Very
yes.
unique, and it's not seen anywhere else, and
Yes.
it's very unique in that way. Yeah. So that's why I think we get so much attention,
Yes.
and a lot of people want to know what we do and all that stuff. And I have traveled around. Last year, I traveled around the world 4 times
Wow.
with Saladmaster. So I went to visit dealers.
How many
in,
did we went
Dealers
last year?
in Korea. I went to visit Australia. I went to visit
Wow.
New Zealand. I went to UK LCE, and I went to UK dealerships. So I've been all around the world, learning, teaching, sharing the experiences
Amazing.
with local dealers, and they learn something from me. I learn something from them. It's been an amazing experience.
Yes.
So I've been a dealer only a year and a half. It's my second year. This July will be my second year as a dealer. And just in that short period of time, I was able to connect with so many wonderful people within our Saladmaster world, and all like you said, why I didn't know this earlier. Yeah, that's the only thing that really, if we want to look back at our experience, why I didn't start earlier.
Yeah.
Why I
Well,
didn't
we
start
always
then.
say anymore. We always say it was in God's time at that time.
Yes, it wasn't
So,
the timing.
yeah, perfect timing with God. Like what I was saying, with my job as a physical therapist for more than 30 years here in America,
Yes.
I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a that's with a lot of company. I'm sure.
Continuing education.
Let's
or
just
something
say
like
10 years. Here's a pin.
that. Yeah.
Here's a tumbler. I'm not being ungrateful, but with Saladmaster just being, when did we start? 24? 2024, we went to Las Vegas. Never been to Las Vegas. Then we went for the travel club. We went to Madrid. On our way, we went to Barcelona and also went to Paris, which is
Paris.
like the Summer Olympics in Paris.
Yeah.
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 And then we went to Virginia. Last February, we went to Orlando. I never went on vacation because I'm so busy with work. Now it's like I make time. Look at this.
Yes.
Every weekend, it's like we're somewhere
even
else.
though we are traveling, it's like work-related travel.
It's
Yeah?
work-related.
And we are working, learning,
Learning.
self-developing, educational classes, and all
It's
that
amazing.
stuff. So it's all
Meeting other
work-related,
people. Yes.
but we are having fun.
Enjoying.
So this July, we're going to Puerto Vallarta as a travel club
Yes.
for our division. And you guys going to your dealer's class in Dallas.
Dallas
week-
next week.
week.
We're also
Yeah.
going to July. we're also
to
going
the travel
to the
club.
travel
yeah.
club.
So
Working
I'll
on
see
that.
you probably next time in July.
Yes.
And during the travel club, so we're gonna have a family
Yeah.
reunion again in Puerto
Yes.
Vallarta, and we all excited and looking
Yes.
forward to that travel club. So
So we just want to leave you guys some few tips, especially for people who are always asking how we do this, how we book so much. First is referrals is very important, and that's what we learn also today. So that's additional knowledge. Do not leave the house without asking for referrals, and give them a little bit of incentive. Tell them, if you book right now before we leave, you're gonna get a gift. That's another thing, because people like free stuff.
yeah,
Okay. Second is have a backup. So if you have an actual shows, that is very good. But try to have a backup also, just in case and it happens.
cancellation.
If there's any cancellation, so you have a backup. So it will not ruin your calendar. Next is when you go out, try to connect with people, even though they're strangers. Because especially here in America, when you pass by with someone, they always say, "Hi, how are you doing?" That's already a hint. That was already an open door for you to get in,
yeah,
to get connected to that person. And then also set a goals, because that's what makes us a dealer.
yeah,
All we did is we set a goal, and I always look at it, and then I always share it to my partner. We have a goal to work on. And lastly, go back to your why. So going back to my why is I want my family who put down on me, who look down on me. I want my family to show respect, because if you're somebody else, you get respect. If you have money, you get respect. If you have a nice house, you get respect. If you drive a nice car, you get a respect. If you are a CEO, you get respect. And you can have the opportunity to be a CEO of your own company. So that's what my why. That my family will see that somehow on my own, I was able
to reach the height.
to reach up there
Yeah, yeah,
without their help, without people putting me down. And if people will put you down, don't get mad at them. Take it as a challenge. That's what I did to my family. Now I'm thankful to them for how they treat me, because how they treat me is what makes me a better person now, a stronger person now. Saladmaster, many knows, that is not going to break me down. Okay?
because you have very big why.
Yes, I got very big why.
Yeah, yeah. So no obstacle, no falling trees,
No fallen trees, no tornado.
thunderstorm, or no tornado will stop this girl.
No
So-
deer.
Yes, and no deer. But I think such a it's we all have different whys, yeah. Everybody has their own different whys, and not everybody even stops and thinks about it. And Saladmaster forced all of us through these ups and downs in the business. It made us even more stronger believe in our why and our mission
Yes.
and our values and our things that we want to achieve in this life and leave that legacy. What's our legacy we want to leave behind us? Yeah. So that's, I think, not only a great opportunity to make money and all that stuff, but also what a great opportunity to leave that legacy behind yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
And leave, show your family, your children, your friends that anybody and everybody can do
Can
it.
do it.
Yeah, can do it.
This just came to my head while I was sharing. Before we came here, my husband told me, "Honey, I still remember the day when we were outside my daughter's porch, and she told you that she will not help you make money out of her." And that is his daughter. And he said, it's time. When I heard that day, I said, in my head, I said, honey, push, push. When you get there, get back to her and prove her wrong. Yeah.
Ah, nice, nice.
So that's a challenge. When people break my heart, when people hurt me, I don't get mad at them. I challenge.
It gives you even push. It gives
Push.
you that
The reason
gives,
to.
gives you that power to push even higher up and level up, level up to the next level,
Yes.
level up to the next level. Another challenge, level up to another higher level.
Yes.
Because all those no-sayers, all those negative people, all those people that didn't believe you, they're gonna be here all the way on the bottom, and you will be all the way here. They can't even reach you.
Yes.
By that
We're gonna be hi. You
Yes,
wanna
exactly.
you wanna know the weather up here? Come join us.
Another thing, when there was a time when we were trying to get our dealership and we got so down because we did not have any sale for how many 30 shows we did. One thing that encouraged me, one thing that motivates me is the story of Ayo. Because Ayo did, what was that, 59 shows with no sale on the 60 shows. He had a sale, one piece.
Yeah.
So that what motivates me, because looking at Ayo, look where he's at now. But it all started with
That
one show that sale one after the 59
Yeah.
attempts. So if you experience that, you're on the right track to your success.
Yeah, yeah. Because success just doesn't fall from the sky. You know, we have
Yes.
to chase it. We have to take action. Because a lot of people, learn and go to school and train and do that, but they never take that action of doing that one show, two show, 30 shows, 20 shows, before they start seeing the success.
Yes.
Because a lot of people give up before even it started,
Yes.
yeah? So that taking action, learning something and putting into the action. So whatever I learned today at our training, tomorrow I have a cooking class.
There you
So
go.
I'm going to test it out. I'm going to put it to the work. So
And that is the cooking class we got from,
Yes.
no, that's on Monday.
yeah.
So never give up is another key. Because
Another.
when you give up, you just give failure the opportunity to win.
Yes.
So you don't want that. Never, never, never give up. You never know. The next step is already the door for your success. So never give up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it may happen right around that corner, maybe your success, yeah? And you give up before you even make a turn, yeah?
Yes.
And that's a lot of people where they fail and
They fail.
they don't want to do this and that. Yeah?
You know what they say? It's like you never know if your next success is 1 inch away.
1 inch
So
away.
don't stop.
Yeah.
Never give up. At the same time, another why that I can add for our whys, financial stability. Who doesn't want to be stable?
Financially,
It's
yeah.
not all about the money, but we need to be stable at least.
Yes.
And another why is we can help others.
Struggle is part of your success. If you don't experience struggle, if you don't experience hardship, then what is your story?
Yeah.
What is your story for your success? Isn't it too boring? So be glad if you experience hardship, if you experience struggles, you are truly on the right track.
Yeah.
a
Nice,
story to
nice,
tell.
nice, nice. I'm so happy we were finally able to do this interview because I've been requested this interview for a while now, and I'm like, okay, Anna's coming to Chicago. So I'm so super happy that you girls came to
Thank you
Chicago.
for the opportunity.
Spent your time and drove all the way here to be with us these 2 days of training, and we had a mastermind with our
Amazing
dealers,
training.
and we had a mastermind training here with our consultants for day 2, and we had a wonderful time with our president and our senior vice president, Ayo and Mark, and they came all the way from UK, yeah? They
Yes.
came to our region to do this special training, and we are super grateful for that and for their time and energy they spent with us. So,
Correct.
any last words of encouragement?
Hey, what did we say? Never give up. Because I always say, Saladmaster would be here. It's been around for almost 80 years. Saladmaster would be always here. It's us. If we stop, it's our fault.
Yes, so I have a story. I will end up with a story.
Okay.
So there's this little frog inside the small jar. This frog keeps jumping, try to get out
of the jar.
of the jar. But his parents always say, "Nah, you can never get out. You just stay
Stay in
there.
the jar."
You will never get out." But this frog keeps jumping every day, jumping. I want to see the world. I see a lot of this and that. I want to see the world. He kept jumping and jumping. But his parents, every time he goes to jump, the parents, you just stay there. The parents, the family, the relatives, the friends, just stay there. You're good in
fine.
there.
Yeah,
you're
you're
just
just fine there.
good there. But he never quits. He never give up. He was so relentless. Jump until one time he was able to jump because he never gave up. And when he jumped, he saw the beautiful world. So what's the lesson there? Do not listen to people that say you will never make it. Do not listen to people that says I do not have invite. This is not for me. Oh, you're good on what you're doing now. Just stay there. Do not believe in them. Have faith and believe in yourself. Have confidence and never give up.
Nice. Thank you very much again. And my guests are just getting better and better. This is an episode 33, and
Thank you.
I've interviewed so many great dealers, and I've interviewed a lot of people from our business, and the interviews are just getting better and bolder, and the message is very strong. The message is very strong. The opportunity is there. It's not going to go away. It's always been there. We are in the business for 80 years. But it takes you, your action,
Yes.
your movement, that one jump that you need to make. You, not
Not
somebody
somebody
else.
else.
But you need to make that one jump to get to that opportunity. So I encourage again to contact us if you're interested in the business. And if you're in Indiana, contact
Sure.
Anna and Gigi. And I'm here in Chicagoland area. So if you want to talk, find out about our business opportunity, join us. And
There's
you
always
know-
support.
There's always
support.
Yeah, there's always support, and we have a big, huge family, and we always have fun too.
Yes.
We
That's
always
important.
Have fun.
That's important.
Yeah, it's very, very fun community, fun group of people to be part of, because we all wanna have nice sales, we all wanna have
Correct.
earnings and all that stuff. But what does it mean if you don't have fun? Yes, if you don't enjoy the process.
Correct.
If you don't enjoy the people that surround you. If you don't, I don't know any other job where you get clapping at the end, unless you're a singer, opera singer, or artist in the theater. You don't get that. I get claps
Clap.
after my cooking classes, after my cooking shows. People like, wow, this was amazing. This was so good. This was so helpful. Something clicked in my head. I understand now much more than I used to think completely different way. So it's for me, it's such an encouragement, and for me, it's such a blessing. I feel like, damn, I have the best job out there. This is not a job. This is a lifestyle, yeah? This is a lifestyle. This is a passion. You really need to do it from the heart.
Correct.
Because there are always going to be hardships, always going to be downfalls and all that stuff. But if you do something from the heart, and if you really
Correct.
believe in your mission, if you believe in your goals and things that you want to accomplish in this life, this is the place. This is a place where you can really open up and show your talents to the world. And nobody else better than you are. You
Correct.
are the best person fit for anything that you choose. You are the best. So never underestimate yourself. Never put yourself down. You are just in a different road than everybody else. Yeah.
If I remembered what Mark Jones said last night, don't let success go to your head, but don't let failure go to your heart.
Heart.
Ah,
That's important.
Yes.
That's very important.
Don't let success
Stay humble.
to get into your head, and
But
don't let the
failure
failure to get into your heart.
Stay humble,
So
stay grateful.
humble, stay grateful, but also do whatever you're doing, do it with passion, with
Yes.
heart, with
Yeah.
the belief, and and spread the message of goodness. Yeah.
Yes.
I always whatever I touch, whatever I buy, I always look. Does this have a good energy? Does it add value to my life? Yeah. I always check on that before I buy or get into friendship or get into a business, and that's what I felt when I went to my first LCE 3 years ago in Dallas, Texas. And at that LCE, I felt that warm, welcoming
Yes.
feeling of home.
We did too.
And I thought, this is my home. This is where I belong, and this is the community I want to be part of, and this is the part of the message I want to spread with my life. So this is my passion. I want to join this. So that's where I made a decision. That I want to become a dealer. I made a decision in that Dallas LCE too.
Always remember, anything you do with your heart, you will always succeed.
Yeah.
Because God grant the desires of our heart. And if you do it with your heart, you will never go wrong.
Yeah. Very nice.
So join Angie team. We're always hiring.
Angie team.
Yeah,
We're building our team. Join us.
Nice. If you want to have a mentor or leader who speaks like this, you can always contact them. I will tag them under this video, and you can contact them and talk to them directly. They're
Sure.
always
Anytime.
welcoming and ready to go. Yeah?
Anytime.
Okay, let's make it fun.
Nice.
And again, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Annie, for this interview, this opportunity. Actually, we were very nervous, but I'm just trying to calm down. So thank you again. Thank you for
No
this
problem.
opportunity.
So again, we'll see you on our next podcast with another great talent and great people from our community. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Join us.